Yo, the humbly bow before you move you just did was crazy.
I felt like that was what needed to come after.
Nah, definitely. I mean, goodness gracious, we gonna have to reach out to Restream or something. Like, hey, is there a way we can play our own music or something? Like,
they might need to add some. They might need to add some Jay Horn. That's what they need to add.
Yeah, no bully. They need to. We might need to. We're gonna have to reach out to Jay Horn and be like, hey man, reach out to Restream, tell them to pay you type shit.
Yeah, for real, man. Shout out to Jay Horn. Happy birthday today.
Yeah. Shout out to that though.
Friend of the show,
Jay Horn, man. Friend of the show. I haven't heard friend of the show in a minute. I haven't heard that.
It's been a minute since we had a friend come on.
Our last guest was Coach Johnson, wasn't it? Coach was our last guest.
Was it? Because I mean,
what are you thinking?
I'm trying to think.
I think Coach was our last.
Because Ross came on too. Was that before? Or
well, let me.
Planned guest.
You're right. You're right. I did. You're
planned guest. Yes,
absolutely right. Yes.
Yeah, planned guest. Coach Johnson was our last one, and then we had Ross was our surprise guest.
Right.
He was our surprise guest when we were talking. What was we talking about? Because we ended up talking about. I think it had to be wrestling. But I felt like we talked about something else, and he was in here, and we brought him in. I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't even matter because we back for another episode, man. Welcome to another episode of the Don't Cancel Me podcast. As always, I am your boy, VinoFlight.
I'm Peachy Perfect.
And we are glad that you are here to just witness another great episode that we're going to have today, man. For me, personally, I'm not going to lie to you. I am a little bit delulu. AKA delusional. It's been a long week. It was a long week, but a longer weekend. And yeah, I'm just glad to be back, man. I'm just glad to be back.
I'm glad to have you back. And if anybody's wondering, I was not trying to look like a Marine. I'm looking at myself right now like, dang, boy, I look real patriotic right now. I look like I done did a few tours.
You look like
I ain't talking about Usher.
Bar. Hold on.
I'm hot today.
Hold on. You going crazy. You going crazy. You going crazy. You going crazy. What's good, Rob?
Shout out to Rob, baby. Having a great show going on. My bad. Go ahead.
I acknowledge you guys wrestling slang.
Yeah, we're gonna take it. We don't care. We're just gonna accept it.
Yeah, we're gonna accept that.
We're gonna accept it
for sure.
And shout out to your Ravens for beating my Texans, Rob. I ain't talked to you since that happened, but shout out to you. Shout out to that. We'll catch y'all again next year. Hey, the Ravens play Texas here in Houston, man. You come down. Let's go to the game. Yeah. Let's tailgate. I'm out there every week. Let's get it.
That tailgate is going to be
Let's get it.
Insane for sure.
But you did say you had a long weekend though, man. I had no idea what you was doing. Like I know when I think I was getting on the game. I remember I was getting on the game one of them days. I said, "Hey, y'all, what flight at?" They said, "Flight taking a flight." I was like, "Oh,
flight taking a flight."
A flight about to catch a flight or something like that. And I said, I just didn't even say it because how you always somewhere. So I didn't even care to ask. And then I see you with Joe Woe in them, and I'm like, "Oh, this mofo."
Yeah.
This mofo been cooking in the background.
Yeah, it was cooked because I didn't know what was going on, so I couldn't really.
Right.
I mean, they couldn't really say too much. I didn't know what happened.
How did all that come about? Well, first, tell the people what you did, and then explain to us how that all came about.
Okay, so as we all know, NBA All-Star Weekend was this past weekend in Indianapolis, and I was invited to go out to NBA All-Star Weekend to do something with NBA 2K and the 2K League on this Saturday of All-Star Weekend. So how that all came about, obviously I did the whole Movement King Classic in Vegas in October, and I got a lot of great and positive feedback from that from his camp, his manager, their boss, all of that. I got a lot of positive feedback, and I think, being of how well I did and, my vibe and everything, his manager reached out to me and asked if I wanted to go out to Indianapolis for All-Star Weekend to help to support Joe, because I thought I was just going out there to support and be my own content creator. It ended up changing, and I ended up being one of the people that was playing 2K with Joe. So we were out there with 2K League, and it was just basically it's kind of like I don't want to say appearance, but that's the only word that's coming to mind. It was basically an appearance for Joe, and all of the fans that was there that know who Joe was, they could play 2K with him. They were giving out prizes and everything. It was just a good time to vibe out, a good thing for the 2K League.
When you say play 2K, what do you mean? Like, what were y'all playing? I know it might get a little tough, but I personally just want to know, what were y'all actually playing? Were y'all playing like a form of team up, or was it like 1v1s? Like, what was y'all?
Nah, it was 3v3. We playing 3v3, and it was comp builds only. So we were playing like official 2K League rules with the official 2K League builds, and it was 3v3. So it'd be like
your personal build.
No. 2K comp builds.
I don't know what that means. Yeah, I barely play it.
So 2K League, they have their comp builds, like the builds that they use in 2K League.
Okay.
For their my player or whatever.
Gotcha.
But they have those builds, and that's the builds that we use. We play like official 2K League rules.
Gotcha.
But it was 3v3, so it's not like something crazy. I mean, I don't think the rules are any different, but it was just the builds that we had. So I played one game with Joe, and then I hopped off so they like all the fans could play against Joe and with Joe. And then I ended up playing the game. I played 2 games against them, where I was able to play with some of the fans. Some of the kids that were there, they wanted me to run with them. So it was cool. It was a good time. And then of course, Sauce Gardner pulled up. Sauce and Joe, they were real cool. And Sauce pulled up, they played a game, and Sauce was just there to support. And Sauce Gardner is one of the most down-to-earth people, most humble, most chill. He's just a great guy all around, man. The love that he showed Joe on Saturday was amazing. The love he was also there for the Movement King Classic, and he showed him mad love for that. The fact that like he came to it, obviously he was going to be in Indiana for All-Star Weekend, but the fact that he made sure he went to go and support Joe is dope. So shout out to Sauce, man. Shout out to Sauce. You probably don't even remember me, Sauce, but you one good dude, dog. You one, not even good dude. You a great individual, bro. Is to be able to just support somebody like that, show that love, especially at the stature that he's at. That just goes to show his character. So, but yeah, they played against each other, and Sauce he a gamer. Like he's a gamer for real. Like bro broke down. He was breaking down like how he was on 2K tough. He said he was on 2K15, hitting legend status, this, that, and the third. And the 2K League pros, they were listening to him and they was like, "Oh, you was really about it." Like, so I mean, you could see it when they played against each other. And Sauce ended up beating Joe's team, but it was all in all, man, it was a great experience. I'm blessed to be able to have that opportunity. It's not something I expected. So when Joe's manager reached out, I was definitely down, and I can't say enough about Joe. Joe is, if you've seen Joe stream, if you've seen any videos from Joe, you understand how nice of a person he is, how cool he is, and like it's not just the front for stream. Like that's how he is in everyday life. Bro is one of the greatest individuals I've ever met. Like outside of streaming, outside of gaming, just him as a person. So I'm just thankful. I'm thankful for it.
Shout out to Joe Woe. I like Mama said she like your All-Star jacket.
Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying. Little All-Star Indianapolis type thing. You feel me?
Oh, that's it. Oh, that's from the Indianapolis. That looked like an old. Okay, well, explain your jacket now. I didn't know you had it on.
So you know what I'm saying? Like it's a little you know, they known for the Indy 500. For those that don't know, It's like a little racing joint. I don't know if it's NASCAR or if it's a different version of racing. Yeah, but you know, NASCAR. I would say NASCAR, but
we'll go with that.
Yeah, but you know, nice little racing jacket type feel. Got like the patches all on it, kind of like how the racers be wearing they stuff. You know what I'm saying? The back even crazy. You know what I'm saying?
That jacket had to be about 240.
I think so. I don't even remember. It was
them jackets. Yeah, them kind of jackets, especially at that kind of event. Oh yeah,
it was in the NBA store too. So
you paid it. Yep. I'm sure it was probably more than that, but we'll keep moving on because I already know how much that jacket was. That must lie though. I like it though. That must lie.
It's uncomfortable too. It's not something like we was talking about it. We was like, damn, I don't know if that's something I'll be able to just wear in every day, like, because it's an all-star thing. It's like you don't want to just wear all-star jacket every time. I'm like, nah, that jacket fire enough to wear whenever. It's light. Right. It's light enough to wear, like, you know, at night, like even at night in the spring type. Just put a nice t-shirt on under and you still be able to wear the jacket, and you won't be feeling like you're sweating.
And wherever you go, 8.5 times out of 10, you're going to be the only person with that jacket on.
Facts. I'll go even higher and say 9.5.
I wanted to go that too.
Yeah, I would say 9.5.
Maybe some other folks.
Now, unless you in Indianapolis, you know what I'm saying, then that number will go lower. Because I did see, I saw this jacket a lot, but they had like 4 or 5 different versions of All-Star jackets that was crazy, like super crazy. So the gear for All-Star weekend this year was nice. It was nice. I can't say much about the events in the game.
How'd you about to say? It sounded like the gear is better than the game.
The gear was definitely better than the game. The game.
Where'd you go out there? Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead. You said what?
I was asking when did you get out there? I can't remember.
I got out there Friday night.
So you got there during the celebrity game, which was actually very entertaining.
I got there during the celebrity game. Shout out Cassinet, man. I really wanted him to.
Shout out to Michael Parsons, dropped 37.
Michael Parsons was out there trying to get an NBA contract for sure. Shout out CJ Stroud.
CJ Stroud was
cooking. But really, I really thought Cassinet could have had. Cassinet was perfectly set up, especially the year he's been having and everything. He was perfectly set up to have kind of the run that Kevin Hart had, but they didn't mic him up. Like they didn't do anything, and then Uncle Shay barely played him.
Uncle Shay gave him 14 minutes. Don't do that.
He barely played
14 minutes.
He barely played.
He gave him 14 minutes, man.
He sat him out a whole quarter. He couldn't. Like I understand you think he was hooping. But Uncle Shay, he definitely played him his amount. We just did that because I feel like Cassinet was, in my opinion, there was a lot of people that wanted to see Cassinet a lot more than the amount he played.
But Shannon was trying to win.
Yeah, Shannon was definitely trying to win.
Shannon was trying to win. He's not worried about.
He's
not worried about his followers.
He still could have won. Like he had Michael Parsons on the team. Michael Parsons wasn't going to let them lose. Michael Parsons had 37. That wasn't going to affect Michael Parsons' 37. Michael Parsons was hooping, and he was determined to get 30 plus. That was a given, whether Kai was playing or not.
But Kai got the ball.
He didn't get the ball. He didn't get the ball at all.
You see when he went on nightcap and he was showing his little highlight video and he was going up against
hilarious, bro. Hilarious, dog.
Kevin Hart can actually play.
No, yeah,
Kevin Hart can actually play.
Yeah, Kevin Hart can.
I don't think Kai can actually play.
No, Kai is not a hooper, but I think the charisma and the character, how he is, he's funny. If they would have mic'd him up, like kind of highlight a little bit, I think they would have got what they were looking for, especially since everybody was looking to see, or not everybody, but a lot of people was looking forward to seeing them. Either way, the celebrity game seemed like it was better than.
I actually watched that all 4 quarters. That was a lot of fun. The celebrity game.
The celebrity game is usually fun.
I seen a little bit of the actual game. I watched the celebrity game. I watched a little bit of the actual game. I watched the dunk contest. I missed the shooting contest. I think we were out somewhere, so I missed the 3-point shooting contest. And that's what I really wanted to watch, Sabrina and Steph. But I heard it was actually one of the better events, but I didn't see it, so I can't speak on that. But yeah, also it is what it is.
It's I hope they change it, especially being a basketball fan, an NBA fan. I hope they change it. Like they got to find something to make.
I hope they do too.
They got to find something to make the All-Star game a little bit more competitive. It's not been the same. There's nobody in the league that has that Kobe thing. I'll take that back. See, Chris Paul. Chris Paul's the only other person because Chris Paul and Kobe together never lost an All-Star game. Chris Paul is going to hoop and be competitive no matter what. Obviously, Chris Paul is more than likely not going to get an All-Star appearance again in his career. So, like right now, there's nobody that's an All-Star that's going to make that game competitive. So the NBA is going to have to find something to bring that competitive vibe back to the game. And even with All-Star weekend, like All-Star Saturday, they're going to have to find something to do with the dunk contest because the G League dunk contest was way more lively than the actual slam dunk contest. I mean, I feel like it's a problem when you have to get G League players to be in the NBA dunk contest and they're winning with all the athletic, not taking it away from the G League players at all, by no means, because Mac McClung is an NBA player. By the way, he has played in the league. He just obviously is playing in the G League right now. But with all of the talent and all of the super athletic people that are in the NBA. Nobody wants to do the dunk contest. Everybody's too Hollywood to do the dunk contest. Like they got to, and that's supposed to be the highlight of the event. So the fact that it's so ass now is crazy. The best event to watch is the 3-point contest. Like everybody's looking forward to that. And then
that is the most interesting.
And the Steph and Sabrina thing was super fire. So I think next year it's going to be 10 times better because I think it's going to be like a duo type thing.
That would be live. The All-Star game, it is what it is at this point. It is NBA's first chance to showcase their sport right after the Super Bowl, and they kind of coming up short every time. And it's really just a competitive edge. But like you said, the All-Star game was interesting. It was a lot of fun. CJ Stroud was hooping. He put up, what did he give us, 32?
CJ Stroud, I think
he gave us 32.
32
because he had the other streamer on his team that was hooping too.
He had Tristan Jazz.
He's a YouTuber, right?
Yeah, he's a basketball content creator, the one that be doing all those crazy trick shots.
Right. So he was hooping.
Yeah, he was hooping.
And so he was.
You saw the clip of Kelsey Plum telling him to pass the ball.
Pass the ball. Yeah, I seen it.
You see his response to it?
I did.
Yeah, that was funny.
He definitely did his thing. But CJ is having all kind of All-Star game appearances, I guess.
I mean, after his first year, yeah. Going crazy,
right. So because he was in the All-Star game, the NBA All-Star game Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
But Thursday night, he was in the Cactus Jack All-Star game, Cactus Jack Foundation All-Star game, softball All-Star game here in Houston, Texas at the Minute Maid Park.
Mm-hmm.
And after the game, CJ Stroud was spotted leaving the ballpark with the one and only model Amber Rose, getting in the car with him, and they was going off into the sunset. I just
wanted to raise my hand just so I can go ahead and commend you on the transition. I mean,
thank you.
The transition game lately has been absolutely phenomenal.
I've studied the sensei. But no, I appreciate it. But yeah, he was leaving the stadium with Amber Rose.
Yeah.
And it caused a lot of controversy, especially from your boy. See the city. So everybody outside the city of Houston was saying, yes.
Right.
They got him. What that Drewski mean? They got him. We got him.
We got him.
and that's what happened. That's what I was thinking too. Because just at the Super Bowl, he was in the box with the Kardashians.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
That was on Sunday. That was on Sunday. So from Sunday, you was in the box with the Kardashians.
Mm-hmm.
Then you taking Amber Rose in her car. I began to worry.
Yeah, of course. I
began to worry. I think a quarterback's most pivotal step in their growth is from year 1 to year 2.
Yes.
Because then now we're not going to be a surprise. Boys is going to be prepared and ready for the Texans next year.
Absolutely.
So this is going to be a real pivotal time. So I was worried that CJ wouldn't be focused on football. Now I know I'm being a little dramatic. I want him to take 30 days off. He's been going hard since the senior year. I mean, not senior, but since his last year at Ohio State. He has been going nonstop from that football season, then to the off season, then to the draft, then to the season, and then to the playoffs, and then boom, this is his first time to just.
Then Pro Bowl. That's crazy. Now that you break it down like that, you say then he gets to the Pro Bowl, competes in the Pro Bowl events, competes in the game. Then right after Pro Bowl, he's at Super Bowl. Right after Super Bowl, or before Super Bowl, he was doing a podcast. Then do the Super Bowl, does another appearance with Micah. Goes to the celebrity game, leaves. No, my bad. Travis Scott podcast with Micah.
That was on
celebrity game. Back, and it's just like, God, leave, bro.
Yeah, and so I'm not mad at him for having a great time, but man, I was just so we there was a big deal. Amber Rose. Wow, my God, CJ, stay away. No, like I said, everybody outside the city of Houston was like, yeah, we got him. Everybody in the city of Houston was panicking.
Oh, don't do it.
No, I know, man. She older too. But anyways, I'm glad she came out and said what she said. I think she said something like her Sprinter van left her, which is kind of why you leave the most famous person on your van. Her Sprinter van left her, and he was nice enough to give her a ride home.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to CJ Stroud for being a nice guy. I want to go ahead and clap it up for being an outstanding gentleman.
Outstanding.
But brother, know what that looks like.
Can I go ahead and be devil's advocate?
Okay.
So, yes, she said that, right? What if she was just saying that to save face? Not save face, but to kind of throw everybody off.
Hey, so he that mean he get the bang Amber Rose and then doesn't take the heat for it. I still think it's a win for him.
1000%. I'm saying as a Texans diehard fan, you don't want him to be in that situation, right?
I don't want him to be in that relationship / limelight.
Mm-hmm.
You can have your fun all you want. I don't, have your fun because that, like Mike said, that's what he thinks, and that crossed my mind too. What if this was just because it don't like that's why I said it's very odd that her Sprinter van left the most famous person on the van. That's why I made that particular comment, because I don't necessarily believe it, but I'm just glad she did it.
Right. No,
I don't even care if it's true or not.
Right. Yeah. I'm definitely glad she did it too, because you wouldn't see that from, I don't think you see that from a Kardashian. I don't think you see that from a Kylie or a Kendall. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to see that from them. But also, let me go ahead to that point, just because I'm just the person that likes to see I like to look at the situation from all angles. What if she was on that Sprinter van with multiple other celebrities?
She could.
You know what I'm
saying?
But
I feel like at this point they should be checking roll.
They should be doing a roll call for sure.
You know, when you used to go on field trips, what happened when you got back on the bus?
It was a roll call. Make sure everybody
Devin,
was there.
Devin White
here,
Darrell Petrie. Here, I'm here, and we take off. They didn't do that for Amber. No, they just left her.
They just left her.
That don't even make sense. I've never heard of a celebrity getting left by the Sprinter van.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. I just
and then what was taking her so long? Is she not doing post game interviews?
She could have been chopping it up with all of her friends, because I mean, Travis Scott was bringing them out.
Well, I'm sure they was all about to go somewhere after. But anyways, it is a very odd story.
So let's talk about the Amber Rose thing. Is an odd story. It's a little one-off. I mean, nothing crazy. But let's talk about the Kardashian situation though. Like with him being in the
they suite was lame.
I didn't even really pay attention to they suite. I just remember I vaguely remember CJ being in the Kardashian suite once you said something. But let's talk about that. Like that look. Do you think the Kardashians are trying to, like, you know, with CJ Stroud having such a great year, CJ Stroud being offensive rookie of the year, like he's starting to be I'm not gonna say starting to be, because he's been a household name for a minute, but like not like, you know, even people that don't follow football are starting to figure out who CJ Stroud is. Do you think now, with all of the notoriety that he's getting and the Kardashians see that, do you think they are going to continue to try and work towards CJ? You think they're going to try and like find a way to get him in their circle? Like, how do you feel about that? Because him being in that suite is kind of random.
You can date him. I think he might be in that suite because of Travis Scott, but he can date him.
Why was Travis Scott in that suite? Him and Kendall, him and Kylie,
they're not together no more.
They ain't been together for a minute.
She dated the one that ain't got nobody.
Kylie dates he an actor. He was in Dune.
I thought one of them was with Ben Simmons.
Oh no. Kendall, that was been done. That Kendall Jenner was with Ben Simmons. Yeah, she was with Ben Simmons a while ago. She was with her last.
She was with Devin Booker.
She was with Devin Booker. I don't think that's a thing anymore. She's with somebody. Kate just walked back in. Who is? That's Kylie, right? Yeah. Kylie's with Timothy Chalamet.
Oh, Kate she just commented.
Who is Kendall with? It's an athlete. It's not Ben or D Book. She was with somebody else. There was somebody else that Bad Bunny. That's who she's with.
She got the pop superstar?
And
Okay,
they off and on too. Like that, it's been a thing. But yeah.
Well, so that no matter who she's with, they kind of still prove my point. I don't know why I thought she was with Travis, but my point was that everybody's taken. So I don't see him being there for that purpose. I would be friends with the Kardashians
for sure.
I would definitely want to. I'm not gonna say be in their circle, but what a VA, I would not say want to be in their circle. I mean, be
dating,
be in a relationship and dating with them, but I wouldn't mind being friends with them and having them in my back pocket for when I need it. Because I feel like when you get to them kind of levels, I think it's like relationships, like building relationships anywhere. You know what I'm saying? I believe in you be kind to folks because you just never know who you will need.
Exactly.
And so I would have them folks, the Kardashians, just in case. Hey, somebody trying to shoot a TV deal. I don't know. Let me see who got some good producers. Let me hit Kim up and see if she got, because she got Odell. Chloe she just had bad luck. And Kendall, you just told me who Kendall and Kylie are with. So everybody taken. So I don't know how he got in this suite. Actually, then I thought it would be Travis Scott, but maybe it could still be him.
I mean, it definitely could still be Travis Scott. I mean, it's obviously we know Travis Scott is from the H. So
he didn't look like he wanted to like. He didn't look like he just. I mean, you're in the suite with the Kardashians. I think people be knowing how this looks, and then you're famous. You're a 19-year-old. I was telling Chaz about this with Amber Rose. I mean, you got to think about how easily you could be persuaded. Like you're a 21-year-old. You probably was meet the Amber Rose all your life, and now you at the celebrity game with her, and now you know what I'm saying. She actually, hi, can I get a ride? And how you gonna tell Amber Rose no? Like that you like as someone that young and getting all this fame so fast. Because he was a big deal in college, but when you're a professional big deal, it's a completely different ball game.
Beating meat to model pictures is crazy.
Hey man, times have changed.
I mean, but you're right. 22 years old. I mean, and Amber Rose it's crazy. Like a lot of these. I mean, obviously it's kind of diverting away from it, but we're talking about age and how you easily be persuaded. I mean, look at Jalen Green. Another example. Another cornerstone for Houston sports. He's 21. I think he around the same age. He's 21, maybe 22, maybe the same age as CJ Stroud. And bro got Drea pregnant.
But I can't remember who it was. I think it was Gilbert Arenas when they was talking about it on Nightcap. And Gilbert Arenas said something I think about, and I think the same thing with I'm gonna give Amber the benefit of the doubt that she really didn't know him. He really took her home. That was into that. But let's just say if she was plotting.
Right.
It made me think that, and Gilbert Arenas said that these women now that have been around for so long, they can't get the old brothers no more because they know exactly what they're dealing with. So they go get the younger guys. If you've been fiending over these ladies and stuff, that I think I gave chances. That's like saying Nia Long. Like Nia Long comes and get a 21-year-old Darrell or Sanaa Lathan, people that you grew up watching and probably thought was the Kardashians have been influential throughout CJ Stroud's entire life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They've been famous. So now you're in this circle. You're hanging with these people. Wait, you want me to take you home? Nigga was probably honored.
He probably was.
You asked me, little old, CJ. Little old me to take you home.
And then he was like, he probably was in his head like, I'm glad I brought the Lambo today too.
Yeah,
I'm so glad. I knew I should have brought this.
Well, it depends on what the other choices were.
Yeah, it really does. I mean, listen, it don't even matter to me.
He don't strike me if he got two. I think he got that Lambo, probably one more other car.
Yeah, maybe. I feel like he definitely made sure parents was good, put money away. Had a little bit of money to go ahead and get the, stuff for himself, like nice clothes and a nice whip.
The Lamborghini.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think he went like too crazy. So
I paid really close attention. I said, I hope he don't go open his door for her.
I mean, they cut the video off, so ain't no telling. Oh, no, my bad. They cut the video off, but she did open the door.
He went straight
to the trunk.
I think he put a bag back there, which is cool.
Yeah.
Which is cool, you be a gentleman. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah, all jokes aside, I do think he probably just took her home and they probably had a conversation. She probably got to know him a little bit, and now they probably was friends. And VA is absolutely right. He texted me Well, I didn't know. I was watching. I think I was at work.
VA text you to tell you.
He texted me
we're on
the
CJ
video
Stroud watch.
as I was watching the video. I'm literally watching the video because I think I caught it when it was breaking news. It was, and when I looked, he sent me a message like, "Bro, you see this?" I said, "Dog, I'm definitely watching it, bro." And yeah, he didn't open the door. He probably just had a nice conversation. I think we good. I think CJ gonna be all right. I think he gonna. I still want him to enjoy himself. I want him to enjoy himself until at least mid-March or either end of March, and then get focused back on football. He deserved to have that month or two off.
Yes, absolutely. It's time for him to take some time off, man. He's been moving and grooving for the last year, so
facts.
He got to take some time to himself.
Facts. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat right now. Shout out to everybody that's here tuned in with us right now. We are live. We got some viewers coming in. Thank y'all for y'all comments. They coming in. They flowing. Keep them coming throughout the show. I think this show's about to take another turn. We definitely had to touch on CJ Stroud and Amber Rose because that situation it's been on my heart all week, so I had to talk about it. If you haven't seen the show on BT Plus called Churchy, starting Kev on Stage, I put a review up for that on the page. Go check that out and go support that. Go support Kev on Stage or Funny Church show. Go check that out. Flight got his content up, shot with the Ray-Ban Metas. That was dope, by the way. Shout out to Ray-Ban Metas. Y'all go on Flight's page and go ahead and like and comment on that and leave and show some love for that as well. Just we coming together, but we want to support everything that we got going on. So and if you're here today, if you haven't liked and subscribed, we're on the road to 600 subscribers.
So we almost there.
590.
We were at 590 when I checked earlier. So we 10 away from 600.
So we're 10 away. Yeah.
Oh, tell somebody to tell somebody to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We almost
my new Annie was the 590th. We was at the house and I got a new Annie now, and she Vino Vision. Shout out to Vino Vision, and she went on there to she said, "Oh, you know that my mother-in-law said, you know, he got a podcast and everything, blah blah," and she was like, "But let me go follow it." So she was my 590th.
We 59% of the way loading to 1,000 subscribers. 59% of the way
that's great, man.
Thank you. We getting there.
But now we about to take the show to another level because I got a question for you and I got a question for the chat.
Okay.
I didn't put the caption for this because I didn't want you to see it. I wanted this to be a surprise. But I came across something at work today and it made me go around asking questions at work because I had to get people's opinions because I had to see was the opinions different enough to be a discussion. Appreciate it, VA.
Appreciate it.
Which employees would win in a fight? Waffle House, Popeyes, or McDonald's?
I thought it was. I didn't think it was gonna be a three. I didn't think it would be three choices because once you said Waffle House, I was. I'm
gonna say it one more time. I'm gonna say it one more time for the chat.
Okay.
Which maybe I could try to put a poll up on nothing. Whose employees would win a fight between Waffle House, Popeyes, and McDonald's? Drop your answers in the chat.
That's tough.
And let me know why. I want to give you an opportunity to answer that flight. Talk it through. Think it through.
I gotta talk it through. Because I've seen situations at all three of these, and I've seen situations in all three of these in Oklahoma. So you can only imagine how it is in your Atlantas. You know what I'm saying? Your Houstons. Nah, Steph. See, that's where I was going. Nah, I was going Waffle House. Hands down. But the people that I seen at Popeyes and McDonald's, I've seen people at Popeyes and McDonald's leave behind the counter to go and scrap. Like they had not scrap, excuse me. They were having verbal arguments that got to a level to where I thought they were scrapping, where they left behind the register and got in the customer's face. I've seen that. Waffle House, everybody says Waffle House because Waffle House has gone. There was a viral video of Waffle House where the whole staff was fighting. So I get why people say Waffle House. But you can't just dismiss what McDonald's and Popeyes workers do. Because I've seen them both leave behind the register and get into verbal altercations where I thought it was about to be Royal Rumble in that mug. Now, with that being said, I'm still going to keep my answer at Waffle House because every time I've been to Waffle House, I've seen the workers actually go past that. They went past. It wasn't even an altercation. If they as soon as they heard something disrespectful, they was coming from behind the counter, coming away from the stove, and they was going ahead and swinging. They were swinging. And this was in Oklahoma City. So imagine what those workers in Atlanta, in Houston, in Dallas, Georgia's the only place where I think like Waffle House is really, really popular. Like,
I got asked a lot of questions about this, so I want to go ahead and say this. Let's just say all three were in the state of Wyoming. I needed to be a battle, a even playing field. All three places are in Wyoming. I'm taking the Atlanta out of Waffle House. I'm taking the New Orleans out of Popeyes. And I'm taking the everywhere out of McDonald's.
The everywhere out of
three
McDonald's.
locations
in Wyoming.
Wyoming. I want an even playing field.
You know what? Let me just I think I'm gonna still say Waffle House, but I'm really leaning towards Popeyes just because of one situation. And I feel like all Popeyes are the same way, or all Popeyes workers are the same way. So I'm gonna tell you the situation. I feel like Popeyes workers, they entice it. They want to fight. And let me tell you, this is why. I have a couple of friends that back in college, they went to a Popeyes in Edmond, Oklahoma, right? Edmond, Oklahoma is the richest city in Oklahoma. The fact that there was a Popeyes there is crazy. But there's a Popeyes there, and they pulled up to the Popeyes, and they went. Popeyes said, you know, well, welcome Popeyes, what's your order? You know, the typical rude response they have. They asked for their 2-piece and everything. And they said, I'm sorry, we out of chicken. And it was like, what do you mean? Like we just heard somebody order chicken. You gave them their chicken. What do you mean you out of chicken? I said we out of chicken. They pulled up. And it's like, we out of chicken. Is there a problem? Like the person was damn near about to be out the window. The fact that you're a chicken establishment, knowing that you just gave somebody in front chicken, that wasn't the last piece of chicken. Your chicken establishment, that's what you sell. You can't run out of chicken. I feel like Popeyes is just something to entice. They just do shit to entice people so they can try and fight. Like they look for a fight. I will put them very, very close behind Waffle House, but my answer would still be Waffle House because they are just trained to fight. I feel like that has to be in the actual interview. But Popeyes, I'm very tempted to say Popeyes.
Right now, hey, I have a poll going on the YouTube right now. If you're watching on YouTube, please go vote in the poll right now. 60% Waffle House. I'm loving it. Y'all keep it in. This is a great. What just happened? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I know what happened.
The headphones died.
I'm gonna keep talking though. I got you. So
the headphones
we have
died.
it. We have it. We know what's going on right now. We understand what's at stake. It's a neutral playing field.
Mm-hmm.
No home stadium. Come on, get in there. No home stadium.
That's a good question.
There you go. What'd you say? Go ahead. I'm listening. Whatever you just said.
I was just saying that's such a good question. Like I'm really I don't think McDonald's is fucking with Popeyes or Waffle House. It's really between Waffle House and Popeyes.
So the one consensus I asked this question at work. The one consensus I got is that McDonald's, they don't really fight. They just rule and they gonna talk. They gonna bump them gums at McDonald's. McDonald's really don't want to fight you.
No, they don't.
But they gonna talk their trash for you. And then you're gonna come across every few McDonald's that might be ready for some scrap. Now let me tell you why my answer is Popeyes.
Okay.
My answer is Popeyes because Waffle House, because I'm looking at the question.
Right.
I know Casey said, I refuse to eat at a Waffle House I can walk in and feel the tension in the house.
Oh, so hold on. I haven't really seen people say that they want it. I've never heard anybody say they want to feel the tension in there so they can eat. I always looked at it as if I walked in Waffle House and the person that's cooking the food ain't missing 7 teeth or ain't got like a gold tooth, I know the food not gonna be good. Like if you got all your teeth, the food not gonna be good. But if you got feel tension, that's crazy.
I like my Waffle House to have the food service code be expired.
1000%.
Yeah, I don't want a healthy Waffle House. But anyways,
no, not at all.
I'm going Popeyes because the question asks specifically which employees would win in a fight.
Mm-hmm.
Waffle House is ghetto because people come in there and they drunk and they hear me out now. Hear me now. I just thought about a point while I'm talking.
Mind you, my reason behind Popeye, I said Popeye, I want to pick it, but I'm with you.
No, don't try to change it.
No, I'm Waffle House. I'm Waffle House, but
okay, yeah. But now you're gonna hear my Popeyes. Mm-hmm. Now, Waffle House employees have to fight to defend themselves against drunk people. That's why their fights end. They don't want to do that. That's not in their heart. Hear me what I'm saying.
I'm here.
That's
not in their heart.
That's not in their heart. They don't want to fight, but they have to defend their pride when people come in there drunk and demanding stuff. So that's not what they want to do. That's why more Waffle House fights happen at night than in the day. Because people ask me that question: are we talking about the day shift or the night shift? I said, because they know the day shift gonna get whooped because it's not in their heart. But when you work at night, you're dealing with drunks. That's what's going to happen. Popeyes is rude all the time because they don't stay open all night. They're not dealing with drunks. They're dealing with everyday human people and human interaction. And Popeyes, they will fight. They will scrap. People come from behind the counter. They go behind the counter. They come in front of the counter. They take it outside. The Popeyes up the street from my house had a shooting. At Popeyes. Now, Waffle House, they're going to throw these bowls. But see, Popeyes, when they losing, they're going to go to the trunk. I'm taking Popeyes to win that fight.
Okay. I respect
I'm taking Popeye. I think it's not in their heart. Waffle House employees, because you come on now, when you go in there at night, you be nice, they be some of the nicest people in the world. Well, can I get you, darling? And then they put the little napkin down and give you a little civil water on the napkin, and then they come and they serve you. It be them drunk fools that come in there, and then they make them be something that they not. They not. Waffle House really not built for that like Popeyes.
I mean, you can say the same thing about Popeyes. They got to go. You can because there's Waffle Houses where there's people that are angry all the time. And there's Waffle Houses where people come, hey, how you doing, darling? Whereas there's Popeyes, where there's Popeyes angry all the time. And Popeyes, because I've been to Popeyes where it's like, hey, how you doing? Welcome to Popeyes.
Come on now, you ain't never had no good service at Popeyes. Don't do that to me today.
I have.
Don't do that
once.
today. Don't do that to me.
I have once. Hold on. I've had it though. I've had it.
But have you had? How many times you had at Waffle House?
You said that's not the point. You said I've never had it.
I'm not touching you.
I'm not touching you. Exactly.
Go ahead. I'm not playing. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying you could say that. But you said that there was a shooting at Popeyes. There's never been no shooting at Waffle House. There was definitely a shooting at Waffle House in Oklahoma. I remember.
Okay, I'm sure there's
in Oklahoma at that. There's in Oklahoma of all places. Come on, bro. In Oklahoma, Waffle House is shooting. Come on, bro. And this is Waffle House employees shooting. Not people going to Waffle House and popping trunk and shooting. This is Waffle House employees.
Man, you don't hear about no man. Look, bro, man said shooting because there was no more chicken sandwiches at Popeyes. Yeah, man, Popeyes had Popeyes. People fighting over chicken sandwiches, bro. Is that they ain't fighting over no food? Waffle House, they ain't fighting over no food.
So is that the Popeyes workers or is that the customers? Because therefore
that's both. Just like
that would nullify the
customers
workers.
Don't be beefing at Waffle House. It ain't. I mean, the employees don't be beefing at the Waffle House.
Yes, they do.
I mean, I'm sure that there's some that don't like each other. It be staff versus employees. Staff versus customers.
Be on first 48. Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Yeah,
be on first 48. I don't even. I've been to Tulsa a few times. I've never seen a Waffle House in Tulsa. Probably for that reason. Yeah, there's one. There's one.
Okay.
There's a couple in Oklahoma City. I've never seen one in
Okay.
Tulsa, and probably for that reason, because they be on First 48. Because it's definitely gonna be a murder there.
So there's nobody that thinks McDonald's.
No, you. To your point, to what you said, I feel like that's why.
I might have swayed some people. Flight. Check out the poll results. Popeyes, it was Waffle House at 60. Now it has shifted. Popeyes at 57. Waffle House at 43. Come on, poll. Come on. I feel like it's election night.
That's crazy.
I might have shifted. Now, come on.
Crazy.
Come on,
you shifted people like that. That's insane.
because that makes sense, bro. Waffle House folks are dealing with drunk people all night long, bro. That's they don't want to be the way that they are. Bro. They're not built for that.
So you gonna fault Waffle House for saying open 24/7?
I'm not faulting, bro, but shoot, crap, boo boo is boo boo. It is what it is. It is what it is. Shoot.
I don't know, man. I'm not gonna sit here and say that. I'm not gonna sit here and say that I'm surprised by that by no means, because Popeyes is rude as shit.
Popeyes has no regards for customer service. And I will say this. I want to say this. I want to before we move on to the next topic, I want to stay here just for a second because I want to give folks the opportunity. Since McDonald's, because I knew this was going to happen. So if McDonald's is such a poor choice, what could we substitute McDonald's for that could make this a little bit more competitive?
It's got to be. And
Chat, I'm asking. I'm asking y'all. I'm gonna say it one more time. What can we substitute McDonald's for? Since McDonald's is at 0% in the poll, what can we substitute it for that will make this a little bit of a more competitive poll? I think I seen somebody. I think VA said Subway and Chipotle. Jack in the Box. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one.
That's a good one.
My boy, I want to get him on the screen. Yeah, that's a good one. Jack in the Box is a good one. That's a good one. Do we have anything to compete with Jack in the Box, folks?
I'd say just because of where I'm at, I was gonna say churches, but I was gonna also say like Whataburger. The Whataburger out here rude as shit.
I don't see Whataburger getting in no scraps.
I only say that because the ones out here is rude as shit, especially in South Dallas, rude as shit. So that's the only reason why.
Your personal experience,
But no, churches, Jack in the Box, they're both. But so we got to put up. Obviously, it's got to be something that's like a chain, right? Like a popular chain.
Yeah, we don't know no hood spots like that.
So
you can't be like Debo's Fried Chicken, and we don't know what happened to Debo's.
Yeah, exactly. Like we never been type shit.
Yeah. So we'll keep it with the chains. Yeah,
churches and Jack in the Box is very. I like both of those.
I like Jack in the Box over churches. Churches, you don't really hear of altercations happening.
Not really.
You don't really hear. Churches can be rough. Churches is more of an in-person experience. We talking about stuff that's gonna make the news. Churches can be rude and there can be fights, but it's gonna stay. It's like Vegas. What happens in churches stays in churches. It doesn't get out. It doesn't get out. Churches, they fights don't get out like Jack in the Box.
That's funny.
Jack in the Box, they pulling out their tool as well.
Yeah, they'll pull out the tool for sure.
And the difference, why Jack in the Box is a good one, because it kind of goes against the argument I have for Waffle House, because Jack in the Box is dealing with late night drunks and they rude during the day.
That's so true, bro.
That's a 24-hour butt whooping right there.
24-hour butt whooping for sure. I think those are the only two, because I'm trying to think of like.
I agree. I can't, because I don't think Subway got rude people. Subway is not bad. Chipotle is not there. Chipotle up there with Chick-fil-A.
Nah, Chipotle passive aggressive. Can I get double chicken? Or no, you get chicken and they give you like a little scoop, be like, can I get a little bit more, please? And they give you a little bit more and they charge you for double chicken like they gave you a bunch. When they really
Chipotle, they like to see you beg.
They do.
They like to see you get on your knees.
Chipotle
and ask for chicken. I hate Chipotle, but I go.
I'm not. Yeah, I was about to say something just in case any future, deals. I'll digress.
The chat say, what about Taco Bell?
Nah, man, Taco Bell not really about that. They got to deal with drunk people for sure.
Nah, fact.
But
they don't got to deal with them all night.
But to your point, it's like Waffle House compared, like Waffle House and Popeye. Waffle House only got to deal with drunk people, so they got to defend themselves. To your point, that's how I feel about Taco Bell. And Taco Bell, Taco Bell is drive-through only. Like they can't go in at a certain time. Like they close the diner at like 10, 11.
Correct. But you know, Popeyes just changed their hours.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, Popeyes, like the one my house used to close at 10:30. Hey, they open to 2:00 in the morning now.
Nah, yeah, that's just by your house.
So the game about to change.
Nah, that's just by your house. Because if it's out there like this,
the one by my job too. It might be making a wave.
On
Veterans. No, I'm on
Veterans.
Veterans.
Okay.
Veterans in 249. The Popeyes right down the corner by Fiesta. I seen on Nathan. It said new hours open now till midnight.
You about to have me Google
they hours have changed.
And I'm only Googling because I've been wanting Popeyes and like if I want Popeyes at like late night, I can't get it,
bro.
So I'm about to see. The Popeyes out here.
It ain't happened yet, bro. It's coming.
I hope so.
It's coming, bro. It's coming.
I'm not gonna lie though. I'm not gonna lie. The hours did change out here because it wasn't like because obviously we in the an area where it's not crazy. It used to be 10:30 to like 9:30. It's 10:30 to 11 out here now. So
y'all Popeyes close at 9:30?
It used to. It's 11.
It always closed. Like, well, okay. There's some that close at 11, and there was some that close at 10. Between 10 and 11 is the average out here. I have not ever seen a Popeye that closed at 9.
Yeah, it said 9:30. There's another one I'm looking at that says 8, and that's not even. That's like
they must not send them enough chicken.
It's close, but it's not what. It's not the one I'm looking at. Like that, I would go to. Oh, gotcha. I know why. I know why. That's the mall one.
The mall one. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Do you remember the guy who tried to blow up Jack in the Box because he couldn't use the phone? Yep. I do remember that.
I remember that too.
Yeah, I do remember that. Okay. Boy was acting up that day. We were just sitting there minding our own business, and he coming there upset because they wouldn't let him use the phone. I remember that.
Yeah, he was wilding. He was ready to test.
All these places, these are what black folks love to go eat at. And we love us some chicken.
My gosh, he's on it, chat. He's on it. He's on it, chat. Chat. I just want to. I don't know. You messing up my flow. I have to, bro. I have to. Because this is kind of like an inside thing. They never gonna really understand it. But go ahead. My apologies.
Before I go into this, just remember, y'all, thank y'all for being here for right now as we move into our last thing of the night. Thank y'all for sticking with us for this long, man. Great conversation, man. Still, if y'all still got some more, I want to know if you just not joining, we trying to see who gonna win the fight. McDonald's, Waffle House. Oh, no, we're gonna take McDonald's side. So Jack in the Box, Waffle House, and Popeyes. And let me see what the final. So it looked like we ended at 57% for Popeyes, 43% for the Waffle House.
I'm not surprised.
Well, we got 7 votes. We got 9 people watching. So if you still here, your vote counts.
Your vote counts.
Your vote can sway the election. Hey, Flight, we should do that one day. We should have something that we can debate on, something that we know we would debate on. Put up a poll, and the loser has to do something.
Okay.
And we can debate. Listen, that's on the spot. But anyways, we're gonna keep going.
Yeah.
But that'd be fun though, because it'd been fun to see the little fun something right here. But I'm gonna go ahead and close the poll lot. 57% for Popeyes.
Right.
I'm gonna give it 17. I'm gonna give it to 20. So I want to see if the other 2 people come. Anyways, so it's always us black folks that be fighting in these places, and I'm sick of it.
Mm-hmm.
Because our ancestors didn't march and get whipped and sprayed with fire hoses and bit by dogs so that y'all could be fighting in Popeyes.
Right.
I said it.
You said
I don't care.
You said it.
And the heroes of our times, we know about the Martin Luther Kings. We know about the Madam C.J. Walker. We know about Frederick Douglass.
Right.
We know about Rosa Parks. I seen something funny out there that said I just found out Rosa Parks' husband had a car. Boy, and took me out.
Rosa Parks.
Yeah, I was like, I wonder if that's true. Did he have a car? He could have picked her up. But we know about Rosa. We know about Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and Barack Obama, all these great historical black figures. But there are some that just don't get spoken about enough in the black community.
Mm-hmm.
And today we're going to shine some light on these people.
Okay.
Brother Arias Lowell. His name may be Arias Lowell. I like Arias. His name is Arias Lowell. This is the first black person to begin an order at a drive-thru with "Let me get a." We want to give him his recognition today, as he deserves it. Let's move on. Randall Thomas. He was the first black person to sell roses in the club. Terrence Darrell Hartley. This is a very interesting brother. He was the first black person to tell somebody what had happened. George Spencer, they call him G Money. George Spencer, aka G Money, he was the first black person to end every sentence with "It is what it is." Tyronda Shannon.
Oh,
She was the first black woman to begin every sentence with "At the end of the day."
bro, I can't stand this dude, dog.
Yeah. This woman really needs to have her flowers. I'm not giving out random flowers. I'm just. This is Black history right here. Karen Capers, they call her KK. Karen Capers, aka KK. She was the first person to call into a radio station to dedicate a song to her significant other. That's KK for you. Hold on, I got more. This is some great. These are the people that need to be recognized.
No. Oh my God.
Dina McFadden. She was the first black woman to dye her hair blonde. Garson Hembley. They call him Red. Garson Hembley. He was the first black person to leave his Christmas lights up all year round.
Oh my gosh, dog.
See, now this brother right here, Terry Chandler, he doesn't get enough credit.
Talk to me. What do you do?
He was the first black person to refer to something as a hot mess. These are the folks that just don't get talked about in history. Derek Morris.
Mm-hmm.
Jay Horn would appreciate this. He's the first black person to rap loudly to himself while standing at a bus stop. Jay Horn don't even know his own music history. Felicia Mayborn, she said she was the first black person to tell a child to stop crying before I give you something to cry about.
That rap one is too close to home.
Daquan Ray, they call him Squirrel. He was the first person to refer to himself as your boy. That was Squirrel. That's what they called him.
Squirrel. Can I ask a question real quick?
After this one, Jack P. Wellesley was the first person to advise one not to stop, then encourage him to get it. Go ahead. What's your question? Oh, Tarina Sorrells. She was the first woman to refer to herself as thick. Tarina. Okay, yeah. Right. I bet a lot of you women didn't even know that. I'm teaching Black history today.
Oh my gosh, bro. Oh, dog. Well, how many of these hit close to home that you use?
I think all the ones I'm saying. I mean, I'm kind of skipping over some. I'm kind of saying like the ones that I feel like is really relatable in these times because, like I said, we all talk about. Everybody know about I Have a Dream. We all know about Martin having a dream. We all know about Malcolm X and how they was like Professor Xavier and Magneto. That's a comic book. That's a comic book
reference. Yeah,
pun that went over y'all head. Yeah, but see, people like Kemon Pickens. See, Kemon Pickens is all these brothers that be in the club. He started this. First person to hit on a light-skinned girl by asking what you mix with. Now, come on, now tell me, Kemon. Now tell me, Pickens ain't pivotal for Black history.
He's definitely pivotal. He's definitely pivotal for sure.
Peter Douglas. They call him P. Doug. He's the first person to advise someone to slow his roll.
P. Doug.
Amanda Mae Gilchrist. She's the first person to caution a child against making her take her belt off.
Don't make me take them up. I'm looking. I know. There's one in particular I'm looking for, man.
But I can't continue without talking about Sister Roberta Wilbrooks.
That sounds like a sister for sure.
Sister Roberta Wilbrooks. She was the first person to inform someone that they need Jesus.
Yep. I remember hearing about her.
You remember? See,
I remember hearing about her.
Now, how many times have you heard on a daily basis? You need Jesus.
I remember hearing about her for sure. And the brother that coined the term, it is what it is.
Yeah, he was pivotal.
He's dead. Them two are some pivotal people in Black history for sure.
Jeremiah Noel, they call him 8 Ball. He was the first person to encourage one who was scared to say something, to say they scared. If you're scared, say you're scared. That was him.
Okay.
Stanley Myers. This is pivotal in Black families.
Right.
And see, we all should have a picture of Stanley Myers in our living room. Because Stanley Myers is the first Black person to ask if he can put something on the bill.
Very true. Very true. Is a pivotal member for sure. Absolutely.
And last but not least, brother Charles Rowland. They call him Roro. He the first person to refer to an old beat up car as a hoopty.
I remember him too, for sure.
Yeah. Now that's Black history for y'all. Now, is there somebody I forgot that you thinking about?
I'm just trying to figure out who was. I'm trying. Let me think. Because I feel like you. I'm just going back over who you said. I think you covered. If there is one, we need some more for the next week, for the last.
Bro, man, I got you. I'll come back with more next week. We will close out Black history. We good next week, right?
What's next week? Yeah, we should. Yeah.
The 27th, 7th.
Yeah. Okay. We should be good. Yeah.
Okay, so I will have more next week to close out Black history. I'm mad, bro, man, because we should have been shining a spotlight on them all month long.
We really have.
Because these people deserve to be talked about. It ain't about Cornell X. It ain't about Reverend Al Sharpton. It's about Roro Jenkins. I think I combined the two people, but it's about them. And I just wanted to shine a special light on those people. Unlike because those are the people that we need in our life.
Right.
Those are people that we needed in our life, or they were pivotal for our ancestors that are still working for us today.
Right.
But some people, some Black folks just can't do right.
You can't.
Flight, did you see that? Did you see what I sent you on Instagram the other day? About the lady with the hot chips and the daughter. I didn't know you were. See, that's before I knew you were in Indianapolis. So you probably didn't see it. But if you didn't, I'm going to explain what happened. There's a Black mother going viral because she bagged her daughter's hot chips up like drugs so she can take them to school and sell them. So she put the hot chips in dime bags. But took a picture with 20s. I'm like, who paying $20 for this? How do you have a 20?
Inflation. Po Baby, and any Po Baby paying $20 for a dime bag of hot chips is insane.
Hey, poll update. We're gonna end it right here. 8 votes, 50-50.
Oh,
We'll end it right there.
Okay.
50-50.
50-50.
But sorry, I was wanted to say that before I close it out. But yeah, I think I sent to you on IG, I think it was, but yeah, bagging up little dime bags of hot chips.
Dime bags of hot chips is insane.
Now all these brothers and sisters that fought for, and then you just
that's crazy. That's insane. That's come on now. What are we even doing?
Cause I ain't lying. She had the hot chips in dime bags.
Nah, that's insane.
Now I get the hustle. You know, we all know how it is when you was selling candy in the hood. I mean, in the school, and you had the candy full of backpack. You had your school backpack, and then you had your candy backpack, and then you had your dealers, and you were splitting the candy up amongst your dealers so that they can go into their separate ways and sell candy, and then come back and bring you some money, and then you would break them off some. That is a form of drug dealing, kinda. But when you go the extra step, now if you were taking the Starburst out the package and putting them in dime bags,
out the package, taking them out the pack, like, are you talking? Oh, out the package or out the wrapper?
For the chips, or what?
No, for the Starburst. For the Starburst,
so like for Starburst, out the package.
Oh, about to say.
They still in their colors. Yeah, they still in their colors.
Saying, you taking them out the package is crazy.
I'll
the wrapper. I mean,
out the package though. I'll pay. That's some good.
I'll pay for out the package, but out the wrapper.
That saves me. No, I'm talking about out the wrapper. I'll pay for out the wrapper because that'll save me some time.
You going for
I can go straight from purchase to eat.
I feel that. I can relate to that.
I'll pay for convenience.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
We got to set better examples. We got to set better examples for what we're doing out here, because Rolling, he wouldn't stand for that. Rolling made a difference, and y'all out here not making a difference.
Rolling, this is great.
But Verita Nicole Torman, she was the first person to go through her man's telephone while he was sleeping.
Oh my God. You know, and she was.
I'm gonna say something next.
She had to be the first person to go and look for something that she shouldn't have been looking for. She had to be also the first person that if you want to go and find trouble, you gonna find it.
Yep, and yep, you're right. And I'll leave y'all with this one for Black History and for the end of our show. Shantae Bullman. Shantae Bullman was the first person to advise one who doesn't know that they better ask somebody.
She's definitely a pivotal.
She's pivotal in Black history.
She's a pivotal figure in Black history.
She's not Mount Rushmore.
She definitely would have to be on Mount Rushmore.
Martin, Barack, Malcolm, and Shantae.
1,000%. 1,000%. That's
Happy Black History Month.
Happy Black History Month, man. We got 9 days left in Black history. Make sure that you do your research, not on the ones that we all know about, your Dr. Martin Luther Kings, your Rosa Parks, your Harriet Tubman, your Frederick Douglass, your Malcolm X. You got to go and really deep dive. You got to go and look for the Roro Jenkins, for the people that really, for the people that was really, not saying that those other pivotal figures I just mentioned weren't for the culture, but the ones that's for the culture of what we speak on today. You gotta celebrate all African Americans during this time. You know what I'm saying? Do your research, man. So next week we'll definitely have some more. We'll definitely go ahead and cover some more pivotal figures to round out Black History Month, man.
We will. And then after Black History, it's ready to get for the church Super Bowl.
You said for the church.
Yep, it's almost time for the Super Bowl for the church.
It is almost time for Super Bowl for the church. It's playoff time for the church.
It really is playoff time.
Right now. Yeah, for the Catholics.
Baptists, you automatically in the championship game.
Yeah, Baptists, 1,000%. They finished the season 16-0.
Yeah.
They finished the season 16-0.
They ready for Super Bowl Sunday.
Catholics usually finish around 13-3. Sometimes 12-4. If they have a scandal, 10-6. if they have a scandal.
Michael, what did Michael Garvey do? You can't just say his name. We need to know what was
his
contribution.
Come on, Mike. Yeah,
we need to know what was his contribution.
You can't just say his name and not say what he's famous for.
While we wait on Mike to do that, yes, the Super Bowl is coming up for church. So I gotta get something ready for that.
I know who it is, but you gotta say it. You can't just be dropping names and not saying them.
Bro, man said a little bag costs $1, a whole bag by $2. Shoot.
A whole bag costs by $2, little bag $1. Y'all funny, man. I guess we gonna wait on Mike's answer.
Just give him a minute here. While we give him a minute, then you can go ahead and get ready to close us out then.
Oh, yeah, for sure. As always, this has been another episode of the Don't Cancel Me podcast. If you have not, please make sure that you like the stream. Please make sure that you comment. Please make sure if you have not, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring that bell in the top right corner to be notified whenever we drop a video, whenever we drop a short, whenever we go live, whenever we drop a post on YouTube, whatever the case may be. Please make sure that you get that notification so that way you are in tune, you plugged in with the Don't Cancel Me podcast. We want you plugged in. Make sure that you got them noties on, man, for real, because we dropping heat, we dropping shorts, we going crazy. We almost at 600 subscribers. We are currently at 591, if I am not mistaken. 591, 9 away from 600. We got one today. We are 9 away from 600. So please tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend.
Keep it going, Flight. Keep it going.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to keep it going. Mike, you got to go ahead and get that answer in because I'm really trying to help you out, man.
Well, tell us who Marcus Garvey is then.
I mean, Marcus Garvey is an activist, man. He is an activist. He's a pivotal activist. He's the reason why we have certain things in today. There we go. Okay. Whoo. God, I didn't feel like going into that long spiel. Famous for getting the African-American people to understand we should migrate back to our motherland and reestablish our civilization. Thank you, Mike. We had to make sure that
bull crap. You can't catch me back in Africa. I wish I would go back over there.
Oh, my.
I ain't never been over there before. Man, please.
I actually hear that, like, what we see is not really the real representation of Africa. Man, from what I've heard. I've heard Africa is absolutely a beautiful place to be.
I'm sure I never said.
No, I'm not saying that you saying it's ugly. I'm just saying, like, you know, I'm like what you thinking is not really what Africa is.
Oh, I know they got cities and stuff.
Yeah,
but they also got villages.
True.
And who to say when we go back, we all gonna be a city. We gonna be city niggas. I might be a village nigga. I don't know.
Oh, true. Because we from here. We not from
right.
There.
They're gonna have a draft. Oh. The village and the city gonna have a draft. So what if you get drafted to the city and I get drafted to the village? We can't do DCM no more. I ain't got Wi-Fi.
I ain't got Wi-Fi. That's true.
I got a hunt.
Now
You eat at 5-star dining. I'm in my tent. Circle of life.
That's how it's gonna be the whole time.
Yeah. Flight. I mean, Mike, they're gonna be asking to send money for me. Don't send 30 cents a day. Send me $1.
To be the 30 cents a day, not what it's really like. It's crazy. I know it is. I do not. I know it is. Bro. They only do that. They only do that to like. And honestly, I truly believe that those commercials they don't even send that money to Africa because if they did, we would never see another feed the children in Africa ever again. I really think they just taking that
donating,
money. Huh?
Or people ain't donating. No. I hate them commercials too, bro.
People,
commercials,
I'm telling you now, people donating. Why are they donating? Because it's write-offs. Out here, it's a write-off. They donating. I don't think it's getting there. I don't think it's getting there. It's a write-off if they donate. And when I say it's a write-off, it's a huge write-off. They getting that back tenfold. So they not getting it. They not getting it to Africa. It's really just recycled throughout America.
Nah, facts, Mike. I do got water jugs in my head, and then yeah, I'm carrying stuff up here like the women, and then they're gonna have these little kids on the show for you when you want to donate 30 cents a day, and this boy 4 years old and got a head like mine, and he talking about how how you need 30 cents a day, talking about to feed me. Look at his head. Why he don't got no hair? Come on, man, take me out, take me out, take me out. Take me out. It's 9 o'clock. It's time to go home. This has been a wonderful episode of the podcast. I'm Peachy Perfect. That's VinoFlight that has disappeared. We thank y'all. Love, like, comment, subscribe.